so vibrant. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today is the long-awaited, actually no one actually asked for it, Sephora Holiday 2021 selections. November 5th is when VIB starts, and let's get into some makeup. Before we get started, I just wanted to say a couple of things. I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. Can you see how uncomfortable I am asking? But I'm asking because I want to grow a little bit faster, and a thumbs up really helps, and I would really appreciate it. So let's start with foundation products. In the light to medium range, my favorites, one of them Sephora doesn't sell, but the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow I adore, and the Makeup Forever Reboot. And I will have my shades listed below with the links to everything. I just love these two, and I use them interchangeably. They have the same kind of coverage, I think. The Givenchy might have a little bit more. The colors are a teeny bit different, but they behave on my skin in a very similar manner. And I recently am coming back to the Coquendo. This has very light coverage, and this is the old formula. They redid it and they changed this particular color. I'm in the color 123, I feel positive, but it's down below. And this one, of the entire range, is the only one where they changed the color. So I bought a whole bunch of that one, and then I stopped wearing it because I just felt like I need a little bit more coverage. Now that I've had the laser, I can do with a little bit less, and that is back to my top 10 list. The Armani Power Fabric Matte, I kind of got reacquainted with that recently, and I left it down here while I took the rest back upstairs. The color I'm using is 4, which says it's an olive undertone. I'm not olive undertoned. This is a strange line for me for color. I haven't been able to find a good color for me. So it's just, how much do you want to be off? Is it off in a way that's more acceptable than another shade? It's unfortunate, but chances are, if you were somebody who has a hard time, and if you have olive skin, you might have some luck with this one. Because I sit down for my makeup with a very shiny face. It doesn't look matte on me, but it helps calm down all that shine. If you don't start very shiny, you might find that it is matte, but it's really beautiful on the skin. And this has much more coverage to me than the Givenchy, the Coquendo, and the Makeup Forever Reboot. Also, in that same range where it's more medium plus, is the SHEISEDO SYNCHRO Skin. Again, colors down below. This is a beautiful foundation, more coverage, I think, than the Armani. Again, I have a problem with the colors with this line. They don't have a lot of colors, and I finally settled on Quartz, but it's still not 100% right. But again, these lines where the colors aren't fantastic for me, they might be perfect for you. So those are two beautiful foundations. The SHEISEDO has a bit more coverage. It's pretty damn flawless, if you ask me. And WESTMAN Atelier, the Vital Skin Foundation Stick. I did a couple of videos on this line, and the more recent one, where I include the foundation, I really was able to figure out the best application. Before, I was just putting it on my face and then using a brush, but really it's best when you pick it up with a brush and put it where you need it. It's a beautiful foundation. It's clean beauty, and it's expensive, so it's well worth taking a look during the sale. In the very pricey range, but even more so, is the La Mer Soft Fluid, which I'm wearing today. You may have heard this rumor that all the cosmetics from La Mer will be discontinued. Words. I don't think that's true, you guys. I think it's like Chinese whispers. Is that what the saying is? Where somebody might have said something and then everybody started talking about it, and someone went to La Mer and asked, and they said no, which means nothing. But if you think that there is something to that, and you happen to love this foundation, this is the time. This is another one where the shades are hard, and that's why I don't wear this very often. But today, I started with a really orange face for my tinted sunscreen. I have 150, which is supposed to be neutral, but I feel that it's cool, and it's just tough unless you go to a counter, and Sephora doesn't sell these in store. If you already know what your shade is, or if you think you're my shade, I find that this is the best outcome I've ever had, and it could be because my face started really orange, and this kind of toned down the orange from my sunscreen. It's beautiful. I mean, hi. It is beautiful. And yes, it's expensive. That's why during the sale is a good time to get it. Concealers, you have heard me talk about these all the time. And by the way, if you've watched me for a while, you might notice that I've recently been doing the Lancome, and I've been applying it very differently. For a reason, the Kosas Revealer Concealer and the Clinique, even better, have a very kind of moussey texture. And what I do is I put those on my finger and then pick it up off of my finger and pat because of that moussiness. The Lancome is much thinner, so I don't need to do that. And you also might notice that I am, well, I can't find it, but I'm not using the Charlotte Tilbury corrector anymore. I don't find that that corrector and the Lancome work well together at all. They work very well with both the Clinique and the Kosas, but I'm recommending all four of those products. The Lancome's very skin-like finish, but I still love that Kosas and the Clinique, and they work very well with the Charlotte Tilbury corrector, which is lovely, and I use medium. All of them I'm recommending. Highlighters. I'm not huge on highlighting because, hi, I already have a sheen because of the makeup that I choose and the sunscreens and my skincare. But my favorite, 100%, nothing has ever beat it, is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Highlighter Wand in Spotlight, which was the first one. It is the perfect color for me so that it looks like this, like a sheen, without looking like a color. I don't care for what's been happening in highlighters the past couple of years where they look like one thing in the pan and you put them on and there's a totally different tone going on, and a lot of the tones are nothing close to what a highlighter would be on your face naturally. This is a natural highlight. It's not what they're making now. There's blues and pinks, and it's just not my vibe. This color from Charlotte Tilbury is perfect for me, for my aesthetic. You can just put one dot on and then move it around if you want something subtle, or you can go ham with it, and it can be quite something. Should we put it on? Is this going to be a really long video? Let's just put it on. A lot of people don't like this applicator. I love it. One dot. Do you see that? The other one I really like has surprised me. It's Makeup by Mario Soft Glow Highlighter, and I will have to put the color down below in the box because I don't remember. But I don't like powder highlighters all that much. I much prefer cream. I think they look, or liquid. I think they look more skin-like, but this one is really beautiful. And I like it better than, he has a gloss product, he has a balm product. I don't like any of them. This one, stunning, beautiful. Powder. I have a lot of powder. I have way more powder than any person ever needs, and especially someone who's kind of dry. But I think powders can do more than cut down on your sheen. They can actually be an interesting tool, color correct, a whole bunch of things. And I do love my By Terry Hydro Powder. I've been using it for years. But I fell in love this year with the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. I think it's beautiful. I bought it, I returned it because it hard panned. Somebody told me how to get rid of that hard pan. I bought it again, and I fell in love. We just have a beautiful relationship. It does impart a little bit of color though, so you have to have the right color. The color I have is a little too light for me, but I love that powder. And something I'm going to put in the powder category is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit in Universe. That is beautiful. Now the powder part I don't like. It's a little too shiny. When I say the powder part, I mean the all over, the biggest block of product. But I love those two blushes, a bright blush and then kind of a more berry-ish blush. What it looks like on you may vary. It didn't actually go that berry on me. The bronzer, light hand, it's a little dark for me. I'm not a huge bronzer person, but yes. And the highlighter is beautiful. Time to get it to sale because it's kind of expensive. Contour. I want to let you know, you guys, they got here at 7 this morning, and it's been quiet as can be, and it always, when I was putting on my makeup, it started. Every single time. It's new. What have they been doing since 7? Okay, contour. Surprisingly, I have contour products. The Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate is a beautiful product. It's expensive. This is the time to get it. I love it, and I use it with some frequency. And I'm trying to do the gloss a little bit more, but as I said, I'm not a huge highlighter person because I already have the gloss going on, but it's lovely. The Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Bronze and Glow, the bronze in there to me is quite cool, and it is a perfect contour shade for me. It's the only contour I have that is a powder, and I very much enjoy using it. I don't contour very often. I think, you know, I sometimes look at myself and I think there ain't nothing that's going to help with this. The contour is not going to do much for me, but I do find that this is beautiful on me. And let's just do a little bit makeup. So this is it. It's in the mini. For some reason it's not available anymore in the full size. This is the airbrush from Wayne Goss, and I take the edge of it so I can get my contour really specific. And I like to do mine like a triangle, so I bring it up here. It's very, very subtle. It's a good color for me. I'm light medium, so if you are light medium or lighter, you might enjoy this. Voila. And the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand is also a lovely, lovely product. I think this one's faster and easier because you don't have to negotiate with it at all. But that one takes a little bit of negotiation, a little bit of blending. It's a little bit darker and it's lovely. And for me, that's kind of it. Bronzer. I have used it for a long time and I'm going to have to actually set this aside. And I broke it when I took the picture the other day. This is the mini and it's lasted me since it came out. I love this shade. It's Seychelles. If you prefer your contour not to be orange, not to be yellow, but almost have that pinky undertone so it really looks like you got some sun, that's a beautiful color, a beautiful formula, and I adore it. For blush, I have a huge list, you guys. I love myself some blush. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly, I hope. The Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush. I love this formula. I probably have 5 or 6 colors. One of the things I love about it is not just the formula and not just that it's a very good price at $20 and even has a mirror in it, but it has your basic colors, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean the colors everybody needs if they have a wardrobe, but it also has unusual colors and fun colors, and I do believe people need to have fun. I think she just hit it out of the park with this product, and I highly recommend it. The Makeup by Mario Soft Blush Stick in Earthy Pink is one of my favorite colors. It's a lovely formula. I prefer not to put it directly on my face. I'll disperse it on my hand, pick it up with my fingers and pat, 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 but it does have a brush on the other side, and I also really like the Soft Pop powder blush from him. I think mine is in Desert Rose. It's kind of a cool, neutral color that you could wear every day, or when you don't really know what color to wear, you could go to a color like this. Very, very nice. And again, I think his line is pretty nicely priced as well. Patrick Tom Major Beauty Headlines. I hate the names of his products. I really do. I think they're incredibly tacky. Catty. Well, all of them actually. But the one that's called She's So LA, I have to give props to. When I first saw it, I thought it looks like a bronzer. What's the point of that? But there is a little bit of pinkness in it, and it's another one of those colors when you don't know what to do, you can go to that color. It's out of stock. It's probably not an accident that his blushes are out of stock when he's releasing a new blush product that has 3 colors in it that are not the same color. I kind of feel like he, you know, they let it go out of stock at Sephora because they want people to buy that one. Hopefully within the time zone of the sale it'll be back. If not, oh well. Rare Beauty There's a lot to like about Rare Beauty, but their blushes I really like a lot. So there are two. The Melting Cream blush I think is beautiful. I love the packaging, and all the colors are pretty natural looking. So it almost doesn't matter what you choose. But I also like the Soft Pinch blush. Now these are really, really pigmented, but the color Bliss is very, very light. And I pulled this out recently to play with it a little bit. I was using it as a mixer with a couple of her other colors. And then I tried it by itself, and I'm really enjoying it. It's just soft, gentle color that's a little bit different than what I normally do. And I really do like those formulas. A little bit of learning curve because they're super pigmented. But this color, because it's so light, probably not going to have a problem with it. The Hourglass Vanish Blush Stick. I have two colors. I have Revel and Loyal. And Revel is this amazing red that leans orange. I don't have anything like it, and I love it. It's so vibrant. And this is Loyal today, and it's another one of those colors where you're not sure what you want to do. I have some red on my eyes today. It's like an earthy red, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the cheek. I thought, this is a Loyal. This is where you bring in Loyal. Beautiful colors that I haven't seen anything quite like before, and that's what I like to see in blush, you know. When you're coming out with a blush, you got to hit me with a formula, or you got to hit me with a color a little bit different. They did both with this. The WESTMAN Atelier Holiday box, I did a video on that, which I will link here. And it's stunning. It's so beautiful. It has a highlighter, it has a lip product, its packaging is beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful gift if you have somebody in your life, or if it's you and you know how to drop a hint. I just think it's such a beautiful gift to give to somebody. So what can I say? I've said it. It's such a special, lovely gift, and someone will think of you every single time they use it, you know, in the most lovely way, I think. Really like that one. Lips. I have a list of lips, and then when I was shooting the pictures, I thought, oh, I can't forget this, and I can't forget that, and I can't forget the other thing. I am wearing one of them today. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and as I put it on, I'm like, I forget how lovely these feel. And I'm going to post right here what this color is. It's the newest release that came out with her Glowgasm Quad. Lovely nude lip, but I forgot about Bite's release that was just a few months ago. That I love those. Pat McGrath, I really enjoy her mattes. They have such an unusual texture and feeling to them, and a lot of her colors are very special. And then let's go to the list of things I have. The Givenchy Sheer Velvet Matte Lipstick in number 27. I got this a couple of weeks ago. It was included in a video. Several people said, when you put this color on, boom, it's the best color I've seen on you. Well, one person said that, but several people complimented me, and I love that color. I can't stop wearing it. So much so that I bought another one the other day in store, but I don't love it as much. I feel like 27 is just my color, but I love this formula because it's a matte, but it's not a heavy opaque matte. And lips naturally aren't shiny, you know, so if you get the right color for your skin tone, it will be your lips, but better, because the matte is soft, it's not too opaque, it can really give that, what did I just say, your lips but better. The Viseart Moisture Boost Lip Shine. I'm not into lip glosses, but this is the most comfortable gloss ever. The Merit, I don't understand this name, Shade Slick Lip Oil, that doesn't make any sense. It's actually comfortable. Many of those lip oils don't feel like lip oils, they just feel like heavy lip glosses, and they're kind of sticky and icky. And this one, I can feel the oil in it, but it doesn't feel like I'm just putting, you know, olive oil on my lips. If that's your thing, this is very nice. Eye palettes. Okay, so this is the way I look at it. We're going for the expensive things because they're on sale. As far as eye palettes go, I feel that Natasha Denona's Glam, Bronze, or Retro, you can't really go wrong with any of them. I myself am thinking I'm going to get Viva because I never got that, and I'm definitely getting the face palette. the Dior's. If you have not tried the Dior eyeshadows, the new formula, which came out I think a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago, you really, really must. One of these in the picture I think was probably Holiday, and I got it on the Dior site, but the other two are Soft Cashmere and Nude Dress. Both of them are ideal for everyday wear. I love the Soft Cashmere. Again, they're a little bit more on the pricey side, and just like when Nordstrom's has a sale, I want to go for the expensive things with a good discount. Same thing for Sephora. I'm pretty much done, you guys. I don't know where this stopped, but I do want to say, I didn't do eyeliner and I didn't do lip liner. I'm not a huge lip liner person, and I don't really see the difference between one and the other. I do recognize things that just don't work for me. But for eyeliner, today I'm wearing Charlotte Tilbury, actually. I'm wearing two Charlotte Tilbury liners. So this is up here because I'm wearing a little bit of red eyeshadow, and this is my tight line. This is Verushka. I'll put the colors down below. For mascara, I am in a conundrum with mascaras. I just put on this one again today. This is the Ilia. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to get this. I have a very specific look that I like with mascara. I really kind of hate mascara. And it wasn't until I found this one from Hourglass. This is no longer being made, but this is Film Noir. And it made my lashes look fluttery, and it never smudged, and it didn't flake. And I was like, this is the first time in my life, and I've been wearing makeup, you know, since I was a teenager. It wasn't until I think I was in my 40s that I found this, and it's gone. They just stopped promoting it, nobody bought it, and I just can't find anything that gives me that look. And today I thought, you know, I'm going to try this again. Because when I first tried it, I thought, whoa, this is way too much. I don't like that look. But now it's been open for a while, and it is a voluminous look. It doesn't give me the same fluttery effect that the Hourglass does, but it's very, very pretty. And that's it. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be smart and safe, and I'm wishing you good health.